Y'all are wildin'. The GRIFFEY sold out. The GRIFFEYs.
Whose world is this?
Taking over, hit the landscape of the kicks and copping any bricks. Or fire you desire, but rock maybe flip. It's easy, you never trip, get them early, you never miss, no bite. But if they hot, make it to the court, they cap. Now welcome to Bobby Sneaker World. Sneaker World, yeah, Bobby Sneaker World, Sneaker World, Sneaker World.
Hey yo, what's good y'all? It's your boy, Bobby Sneaker World, and I am back with another video. Listen, I understand I'm an older shoe tuber. I'm an older collector, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit up there in the game. But I'm all about nostalgia. You know, I'm an 80s baby. I'm up there. But you know, the 90s nostalgic releases, all of these throwbacks are flying off the shelves. Like, I had no idea that the GRIFFEYs would sell out. At least here in Ohio. I can't speak for the rest of the country. I didn't even get up. Like, I worked last night. I work nights, for those that don't know. I had no plans on getting up and getting on sneakers, and this wasn't a personal pair. A coworker of mine, I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. For those of you that are sneakerheads or whatever you want to consider yourself, and you work a regular 9-to-5 job, people probably look at you like you're the go-to. Like, they don't really know much about sneakers, and they ask you questions. Oh, when is this coming out? Can you get me this? Whatever. I'm that guy at work. So my coworker was like, "Hey, can you get me those GRIFFEYs? Whatever." I'm like, "Yeah, no problem. I got you." Nothing. Yeah. So I came home. I'm like, I'm gonna get some rest. I get up there when I get up there, you know. But I wasn't gonna play games. I wasn't going to go in the middle of the afternoon. I'm not dumb. But so I went up there a little bit after, like, almost noon. I get to the mall. Before we get into this little bit of the story, before I crack into the sneakers, if you're new around here and the big button down below is still red, you're doing it all wrong. Make sure the button is gray. Join the movement, subscribe to your channel. We're trying to get to 8,000 subscribers by the end of 21. I get to the mall. I'm walking in the stores. I'm like, ain't nobody in here. But I walk in the stores, ain't nothing on the shelves, like GRIFFEYs. The Charles Barkley's came out today. I'm like, yeah, hold on, okay. All right. I get up to the counter, he was like, what's going on, what you need? I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to get a pair of GRIFFEYs. Yeah, it was a line around the corner this morning. Excuse me? Yeah, they was lined up this morning. When the gates was down, it was lined up, all the stores. Like a Jordan release. For the GRIFFEYs? What size you need? I need a size 12. We ain't got no 12s. We got a 10 and we got an 8.5. Well, that don't help me at all. So I go across the hall to Champs. Champs didn't even get them. They're like, you might go to Foot Action. I think they got them. I'm coming out of Champs. The Foot Locker employee meets me at the door. Like, yo, there was somebody waiting in line this morning. I thought she didn't even get her husband a pair. We do have 112 left if you want. The GRIFFEYs? Alright, that's enough story time. That's how my morning went. I'm calling around. I'm just curious now. I'm calling around. They sold out. Like, there's no sizes. There's 1 or 2 sizes here, 1 or 2 sizes there. Wouldn't have been a size. There's no 12s. I'm getting text messages. People asking me now, like, can you get the GRIFFEYs? Obviously, people that don't know nothing about sneakers, everybody thought this was going to be an easy cop, which I thought as well. Wow. Size 12. There we go. There go the focus. Crazy. Air GRIFFEY Max 1 color white, black, and freshwater. 170 doll hairs. Sheesh. normal Nike sportswear box. I said in my Heater Cheeks video that I would not be going for a personal pair of these anyway. I just feel like they're a little bit too bulky for me. Ken Griffey Jr. is my favorite baseball player of all time. It's not even close. I don't even know who I will put in second. But here we go. Very, very, very nice sneaker. Now it is a little too bulky for me, like I said, but aesthetically it is pleasing to my eye sockets. I do like this sneaker. This sneaker released, I think it had a 2014 release, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I think 2014, these retro, but I think the retro was a little different. I don't know what the OG looked like, but these are obviously Seattle Mariners colors. For those of you, I'm sure all of you already know who Ken Griffey Jr. is, but he played for Seattle Mariners, and you got that like emerald green, black and white is their team colors. Now, on the 2014 or whatever I said, 16 release, whatever, this back here, this Nike swoosh, this going vertical, was actually like this. It was outlined in red, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that it actually looked like this on that pair. You have your cross the ankle strap. This actually comes off. His number 24 is there, so it does come off. And then you have, you won't be able to see it with no lighting, but there's big bold Nike. The end starts here, goes all the way across the strap. You obviously won't see that. Debossed on the sneaker. You have 3 air units all across the midsole, starting from large to small, obviously, on both the lateral and the medial side. One of the dopest parts is you can see a baseball on the bottom, but it looks like the stitching is coming apart with like emerald flames coming off the back. You know what I'm saying? Because he was the best, man. He hit a lot of home runs. I think that I'll just say Ken Griffey's my favorite player. I ain't gonna debate who's the best player of all time, because a lot of the best players of all time either played in the era where there was no black players, or they were on steroids in the steroid era. So I'm just gonna say that Ken Griffey is the best, in my opinion. Now, these, from my understanding, I never owned this sneaker, but a bunch of people in high school did have this sneaker. That it fits a little tight. I guess you can go true to size, but it does have that Huarache type booty setup, so it can be a little tough to get on foot. But once you get your foot in here, I would believe that it's probably got a little bit of room in here. It shouldn't be an issue. But I don't know. It's not my size, and I've never owned one, so I can't really speak to sizing. But from my understanding, it's hard to get on. But once on, true to size, you should be good to go. If not, go up a half size. It is an athletic sneaker, so it is a dope sneaker. I do like the sneaker, just not for the personal. It is too bulky for me. Not something that I would want to wear, but for nostalgic purposes, I love it. I love this sneaker, but I just don't. I know I wouldn't get a bunch of wear out of it for, you know what I'm saying, what is it, like $82 or whatever it is out the door after taxes. Nah, I'm good. I couldn't do it, but I do love it. I'm glad that I was able to get my hands on these, man. I almost slept through the release, man. I was seconds away, I guess, because he, like I said, he came out of the store to bring me back in like, yo, I slipped up, man. We had 112 left. People were lined up for the Ken Griffey Juniors, man. But it just speaks to the era of the sneakers back in the 90s, man. I hope that they continue to retro all of the 90s sneakers, man. Like just all of them. They did the Air Raids and a bunch of other stuff. Bring them all back. Bo Jackson's. I don't care whoever played in the 90s. Bring all of the sneakers back, man. That was a golden era of sneakers, man. It was a really, really dope time that I think a lot of us growing up in that time you don't really appreciate things in the moment, especially as a kid. We beat sneakers like these into the ground. We didn't even think nothing of it. Outgrew it, threw it in the garbage, gave it to somebody else, whatever you did in the moment. Bring them all back. So anyway, man, let me know how these went in your city. But I know here in Columbus and in the state of Ohio, because like I said, I got people text messaging me, asking me. They must have been hard to get, man. I don't know if they're limited. I have no clue. But I thought that it was going to be easy cop, and I was sadly mistaken. But thankfully, I was able to get my coworker a pair, and I'm going to get them to him. And also, let me know in the comment section down below if y'all know the Carmines came out, and today is now first come first serve on the extra non-claim pairs, or unclaimed pairs. I'm sorry. Let me know if you picked up, you know what I'm saying, your size or an extra pair or whatever. Did you, you know what I'm saying, are they all pink, whatever. So anyway, I've rambled long enough, man. I appreciate each and every one of y'all to continue to rock with the content, man. The Freshwaters, Air Max GRIFFEYs. Why aren't they just called the, I don't know. I'm out of here. OB!